another week, another Monday to get after it. We're starting out pretty late in the morning, so it is already, I would say, mid 80s. Sun is fully out, but good heat training. Keep it easy, and then you gotta refuel, meal prep. I love Mondays for that reason. Six miles, hour and 6 minutes, and some change at a 9:29 minute per mile pace. Whew. It is like so hot out that, so average heart rate was 150. Definitely too high for a easy run, so gotta manage that a little bit better. Back in the garage, we're doing a push workout. The buy-in is 100 push-ups. We're gonna do, I think I'm feeling flat bench press today. Chest flies, and then a little bit of tries. Yeah, simple. Honestly, haven't been really feeling too motivated to get in the weight room. So a lot of it is maintenance work. It could be the heat, it could just be my recovery's off, but still gotta get it in, right? I mean, it's still important to be strong, especially with the legs, and don't want to get too small. So just keeping up with it the best I can right now. Tuesday, we got 6 miles easy on the treadmill, and was thinking, like, a lot of the times I do dread runs, and could be because it's cold, could be it's hot, could be because it's early. Like, no matter what situation you're in, you'll always find a reason to dread it. That goes with anything you're trying to work hard for. You're not gonna have the motivation to do it every single time. So, but even like right now, I'm like, I wish it was colder. But then when it's colder, you wish it was hotter. So it's just trying to find, or more so just being comfortable with the current situation. And I feel like humans are just really good at not being happy. You see the thing where it's like the same person that goes through something bad and another person that wins the lottery, like they always both go back to that same level of happiness, that same baseline. So, just it goes with everything. You buy that house, so excited, but then you finally get used to the situation, and then you are always at that same level of baseline to where you were at before. And it goes with literally anything. So just trying to remember that, it's about the journey, right? I get sub 3 hours, I'll be happy with that. But then it's also like, can I get sub 250, right? And then it's so on and so forth. So it's just like trying to be present and be grateful. Really, I think that's the big picture. Anyways, I'm gonna warm up. My back is kind of acting up. It's been acting up for the past few days, so really make sure I warm up and get these 6 miles done and dusted. Forgot to talk about the weighted incline treadmill walk I did on Monday. Today is Wednesday. Like, as soon as you get that vest off, those 20 pounds, you feel so much lighter. And then obviously running on a flat surface just makes it that much easier as well. So might incorporate a few miles a week weighted incline treadmill. And I mean, I think it's like a zone 1 workout, so it's not going to be too strenuous on the body. So I think it's only going to be beneficial. But as of now, I think it's something I want to implement just to see if it'll benefit me in my running. So just looking at programming for the next couple weeks and really until really the next 4 months, honestly. So this week I'm 20 miles in so far. I got 7 miles today. The goal is 2-mile warm up, 4 miles at around a 7:30 pace, and then a 1 mile cool down. So that would be about an hour run. And then tomorrow's easy 6, and then an easy 12 on Saturday. Might swap those two, just depending on how I feel tomorrow night. But that'll conclude a 45-mile week. Next week is my first 50-mile week, which will be the new base mileage. And then looking ahead, right, 50, 50, 50. I'll drop down deload week every 4th week, like I have been doing, to stay injury free, to stay fresh. And it's been working so far, which is really nice to see that, it's not always about pushing it, because right, you could push it really hard, make a lot of fitness gains, and then you get injured, and then you gotta dial it back for a month or two, and then it's like that up and down is just easier to be consistent, feel fresh mentally as well. But with that being said, yeah, the 50-mile weeks are going to keep going up to 60, and then my plan is to peak around 70, 72, 75, somewhere around there. Last marathon, my peak week was 62 miles, so just to add 10 miles to that, I think is a big win. And then really just implement, speed workouts. And with this series, Project 259, obviously the goal is to hit sub 3-hour marathon. But that being said, and I've said it before, it may take a couple years. It may take a year and a half. I don't really know. I got to see how my progressions go in my speed workouts, my mileage, how my body's feeling, how strong I feel, navigating injuries, hopefully none, and just really just being patient with it, not getting too ahead of myself, week to week. I think a lot of times, right, like, all right, I gotta be comfortable at 650 pace. That's sub 3 hours, right? And instead of like, all right, my speed workouts need to be at this pace, it's slowly building up to that, right? So let's say my interval's got to be at 6-minute pace over time. If it's at 6:20 pace right now, that's fine, right? because I need to be smart with my progressions and not just be like, all right, let me just push my body to that red line, and instead of trying to force my body to adapt, it's doing it in a smarter way so I don't get injured. Because once you get injured, all you want to do is run. All you want to do is to be able to do the things that you were doing. So really just keeping that in the back of my head has been a big game changer for me so far. And yeah, so we'll see, right? My next marathon, maybe, so coming from a 3:21:21, maybe I get, I don't know, 3:11. Maybe I get a 3:07. And then from there, I think it's a better, now I can kind of, right, depending on how close I am, is aim for that goal. And I'm never going to know. I'm going to really know by doing these workouts, seeing how I feel, see if I'm strong, see if I'm stuck in wind, see if I'm, maybe it's too easy, maybe the rest times are too long. Okay, let's reduce it. So it's really week by week, everything changes, and work stuff happens all the time. So just trying to be adaptable and flexible during this time is really my goal, but also making sure I still get better day by day, week by week, month by month, and then just being happy with that. So there will be times where my heart rate, when I'm doing a treadmill run or really any run, will show like 160, 170 if I'm just wearing the watch. When I actually wear a heart rate monitor like this Coros band, which highly recommend. I think it's like $80, but I use it on every run, damn near, right? It's like actually 130, 140, sometimes 150. And I think it's really smart, and it's really good to know your actual heart rate, to know your actual effort. Now, if you don't have one, I think like at the end of the day, it's not the biggest game changer, but go off of feel, go off of effort, but it's still nice to look down and really know your heart rate. So that being said, like my treadmill, I don't know. I don't. There's people at the gym still putting their freaking hands on the treadmill, elliptical, whatever it is, to get their heart rate, and that's like so off, in my opinion. So get a heart rate monitor if you're serious about running, because you're gonna use it every single day. One mile cool down. Let's go. 7 miles done, 59 minutes. So I did 2 mile warm up, 30 minutes at 7:30 pace, so it's 4 miles. Felt really good, felt comfortably uncomfortable, if you will. So I think another word for that is controlled. But yeah, the goal is to increase that tempo / threshold segment, increase that duration, or increase the speed. So good workout, 7 miles done. We got leg later, got a hammer, glute focused, squats, single leg stuff, calf raises, same old stuff. Let's go. Things from HEB. We got fudge chocolate, whey protein. This will be used for protein oats and then just protein shakes. So pretty simple there. Restocked on some G1M. I'm going to actually make my pre-run pre-run fuel for tomorrow's long run. It is 7:13 a.m. Got up about hour 15. Got 2 scoops of G1M Sport in me, so 40 grams of carbs, 700 milligrams of sodium, and a little cloudy out, so it'll help me stay cooler than what it has been in the past recently. But let's go. 12 miles, let's cap off 45 miles. 1 every 4 miles. So next week we got a 50-mile week. It'll be my first 50 in man, it's been a minute since I've done 50 miles in a week. That'll be the new base, and then from there, keep freaking stacking miles. All right, dropping the camera at home. Gonna lock in this next half and see you guys after. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's raining. It's weird. Sun coming up, rain coming down. It's pretty cool. Anyways, see you guys in a bit. All right, I bonked. Only did 11 miles. On like mile 4, I literally was thinking about quitting, so I think that was a pretty good indicator that I didn't have enough fuel in me, but need some water. Let's go. Another week down, episode 7, I believe. So feeling really good. Fitness is going up. The temperature and the heat in the morning, like no matter really any time, it's just so hot. But always gonna remember, summer miles bring fall smiles. So, and winter smiles in this case. I'm doing official race is December 19th. It's a flat course, so hoping for a colder. I mean, I did my first marathon actually 2 years ago. It was like, it actually got up to 60 degrees. So hoping it's not that hot, and yeah, just hoping for Mother Nature to cooperate so I can get a nice PR. But regardless, I'm gonna put a good effort in, and really about the effort that matters. Like if it's a really bad course, right, hills, temperature is really hot, anything can happen. If you still put the effort in, you're getting better regardless. So at the end of the day, it's not just about the time that you get crossing the finish line. So just gotta keep it at a big picture, right? Step back and be like, you're getting better. You can't really control that stuff. So that being said, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Another episode down. We're gonna keep them coming, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.